You had it all. You lost it all. Where do you stand right now mentally?
Right now, I'm motivated, and I kind of did like a self-death to myself. I killed the old Andy, and I reborn the new Andy. So I have a lot to prove, and I felt like I let all my people down, and my family as well. So that's why I had to make a big change. I had to make a big change to myself, and to take it serious because I know what I'm capable of doing. I know what I could accomplish. I know what I have inside to become a two-time Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. And that's exactly what I need to do. I need to get back on the ladders, get back on top, and being disciplined, working hard, and doing the things that I'm supposed to do is going to take me that far.
What is key against a guy like Chris Arreola?
No, Chris Arreola, he's a strong man. He comes forward, he takes punches, and he gives punches as well. So I think the speed, the combination, and the things that we've been working on at the gym, I think that's gonna outthrow him a little bit.
I have to bring your son into this for a second because we've seen him on social media as well. He threw you under the bus backstage. I just want you to know this. He told me Canelo is a way better salsa dancer than his father. What do you say to your son on that one?
Yeah, and I agree. That's his thing. But it's
have you learned a little salsa since you've been down there?
A little bit, but
I won't make you do it. I promise.
No, but it's a privilege to have them, open the doors for me and my kid too. They spoil him a lot there, so it's really nice.
Chris, I know that I mentioned that you've sacrificed a lot, right? You haven't been around your family for this training camp. Does that serve as an extra motivation? And have you done that in the past for your fights?
Not to the extent that I did for this fight. I had to maintain focus. I had to make sure that I had Andy on my mind. I had to make sure that I put everything, my best foot forward in training camp, that I put my best foot forward. When I had to wake up in the morning, the sheets couldn't get stuck to me. So I had to get up and go run or go do the stairs, whatever I had to do, man. I had to do every sacrifice to beat this man because this man is a mountain of a man. And I don't mean by size, I mean just by strength and everything all around kind of a man.
Defensively, when you fight a pressure fighter, obviously the defense is key. What have you done defensively, Chris?
Work nonstop on defense with Joe. That's one thing that we emphasize on this fight. Counterpunch and make sure that we bring those hands back. I don't want another Bermain Severn happen to me twice. The first fight he broke my nose. The second time he knocked me out. And you know what, man? I can't have that happen in front of my kids, in front of my fans. All I know, I'm gonna give him more, and I'm gonna give him a great fight.
Joe, what would you like to see from your fighter come Saturday night?
You mean I'm not going to,
I'm sure you'd like to see a lot.
Divulge everything.
Yeah.
Look, what I think what I'd like to see and what you're going to see are going to be about the same thing, because I think if there's one thing that's really obvious and apparent here, both of these guys stepped it up. They stepped up their game. They're probably both in the best shape they've ever been. They're going to give the fans, if they were exciting fighters before reaching the pinnacle of what they're doing right now in terms of conditioning, imagine what it's going to be Saturday night. I just think it's going to be really a fight for the ages, one that you're not going to forget. They both want to win. That's number one. They both want to win, and they both worked really hard at it, and they're both big, strong, hard-hitting heavyweights. I mean, those are ingredients for a great fight and a great night, and that's what I think we're going to see Saturday night.
Well, you couldn't have transitioned me into my final question any better. Andy Ruiz Jr., what are we going to see on Saturday night?
I think it's going to be all action fight. I came to win, he came to win. So, God willing, we get this victory, and all this sacrifice and dedication we did in the ring is going to pay off. And I'm pretty sure they're thinking the same way. But like I said, everyone has a plan until they get hit, and I just got to do my job.
Before we leave and allow you guys to leave the stage, I'd like to invite both of our fighters up to the podium for some quick final remarks. We'll start first with Chris Arreola.
Well, Saturday's coming, and I can't wait. Tomorrow's coming. It's just another day in the office, and I put in the hard work. I put in the days in the gym, And on Saturday, it's time to showcase. It's time for both of us to go to war. It's time for us to leave all friendship aside, because at the end of the day, you know, I consider him a friend. I consider him a boxing friend. But again, once you step in the ring, friendship's out the door until the last bell rings. Then I'll shake his hand and go home to my family. At the end of the day, I know it's going to be a great fight, and I appreciate this opportunity, Andy. And let's make history.
Thank you very much, Chris. All right, now the former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Andy Ruiz Jr., for some final remarks.
Well, I just want to thank God for me being back in this position, you know, after my last defeat against Anthony Joshua. I know I let a lot of people down. I know I got to prove to a lot of people, not just to a lot of people, but to myself. And, you know, all the hard work and dedication that we've been doing in the gym is finally here, you know. Ya se hizo la machaca, so we did all the hard work, we did all the discipline, and you know, I know Chris Arreola is here. He's ready to try to knock my head out, you know, just like how I'm trying to do to him. And you know, like he said, we're both friends. We'll hug each other, we'll say what's up, but once we're inside the ring, we got to put the switch on, because at the end of the day, we're two fighters trying to feed our loved ones. We're trying to, you know, provide for our children, and you know, all the dedication that we've been doing is going to pay off. And, you know, best of luck to Chris Arreola. And, you know, God willing, we will take the victory. Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, you can leave your microphones on the stools.